Evening guys, Lee here from Charmwise. Welcome to my next shaving video, and thank you David for letting me know that I actually mirrored my image, so I hope it's fixed this time. It's part of my camera setting. So today's shave, we're gonna go back a bit back to basic. In my last video I shaved with the R41, so this time the R41 is an open comb razor, so this time I'll shave with a closed comb razor. This is the Edwin Jagger DE8, one of the most pirated razor head ever. That shows how good, or maybe the manufacturing method is really easy, but it's really one of the easiest shave you can get from this kind of razor. So the one I'm holding now is the Rubberized handle with a line, a bit line. You can see that. And I already installed the razor blade inside, which was the Voskhod, which I use on the R41. So a lot of people will be wondering now how many times would I use of the razor blade for my shave. So usually doesn't matter about the brand, I'll just use 2 to 3 times and I'll just pop a new one in. And today we're going to shave with, instead of my favorite Balm brush, I'm going to use a synthetic brush. This is very basic, I mean from China. The bristle and everything sufficiently soft. I think we call this the tuxedo knot. And the La Hoja, and you know that from the brand who made them. It's quite famous hair care brand. This cream is really very easy to use, simple, straightforward. Like for beginners, I really recommend this because it's quite wet. I mean, the consistency is wet. It might be a bit catch you off guard because of how wet it is, but it's very easy to make a lather from that, and the performance is really on par with a lot of products out there. So let's start with the lather. As usual, if you are able to get warm water, this is a really good, enjoyable way to go ahead with your shaving ritual. So all you do is just, the smell is a bit, I don't know, clean, fresh and clean. So you see once I open up, it's like kind of pouring out. So I just get a bit in, wipe it out. Because I face lather most of the time, that's where I just load it up on my brush instead of in a bowl. And same method, warm water, drip into it. I already wet my hair. Oh yeah, this is 3 days growth. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm sure some will be wondering oh Lee, how's the performance of this synthetic brush? I mean, after using so many brush, I kind of it's not that I hate it, it's just that it's very soft. No, it's really soft. So I believe for those beginners who are not used to a bristle brush, like scrubbing your face, the exfoliating kind of feel, you might feel weird, like you don't like that feeling. People say glee. Yeah, so this kind of synthetic hair, you would barely feel anything, and it lathers easily. It holds water, a lot of water, but of course it doesn't hold the same as like an animal bristle. For the fact that animal bristle usually have a lot of tiny pores in their hand where they hold it in onto the bristle itself, but because synthetic hair, I think it doesn't really hold, it just catches on it. So you can really put a lot of water inside. so sometimes the water might even drip all the way down here. And it's easy to lather, easy to take care. So for people who really want to like on the go, or just want something simple, straightforward and enjoyable at the same time, the synthetic hair really hits every spot and it's easy to clean. It doesn't really need much care. All you have to do is just clean it up, wash it clean, hang it upside down, and it will dry very very quickly compared to bristle hair where a lot of water will be inside the pores of the bristle. And look, a cheap shaving cream can with a synthetic brush, and you can get this kind of lather effortlessly. And the smell is quite pleasant. And they mentioned they have a lot of this mineral salt, but I'm not sure whether is that a mineral salt smell, but it's very pleasant, fresh. Remember guys, dry hands. So I'll go a 2-pass shave, back to basic. And I always start on the sideburn so that it gives me the confidence, because if it's like I know that this is a very flat spot. So once I get my skin get the hang of the feel of the blade going down, it will be more towards your muscle memory. You can see some hairs clinging onto the lather. So some of you might wonder, like, is there any particular way or direction we should shave? When you're shaving with the grain, just go downwards, like what I'm doing. Like just now I went over this side is because of my hand movement. For shaving into the grain, the best way is of course just shave downwards. Let's go one stroke. And I like to hold it this way with my fingers pressing, while a lot of recommendations says that you shouldn't put pressure, but I do find that it's a bit weird. Like when we are cutting with a knife, we do put some pressure, even though the knife is very sharp. If you don't put pressure, how are you going to slice? It's not to say that you have to push it down into your skin. Once you get used to it, you know that the amount of pressure is sufficient for you to get a good shave. I'm done with my first pass. And yeah, the normal close comb safety razor can give quite a good job already. So, but to get into the BBS, baby butt smooth, we'll have to go against the grain. I realize a lot of people are actually afraid of going against the grain because of how aggressive it is. Do practice. Yeah, the blade feel is quite scary. The whole experience is scary. But like everything in life, I guess, once you get used to it, things will be very straightforward. Like you see, when I shave, it's more towards like how muscle memory. I'm still putting pressure. My hand will angle automatically upwards when I shave my neckline. then I would unconsciously move my face when I'm shaving spots so that I can straighten my skin to get a deeper shave. And this method is also called riding the cap. You can see that the cap has some lather. And yeah, you can get, it's not to say that comparing an open comb, I would say that you need more effort to get a BBS shave with a closed comb, and you can see all the dead beard hair on it. Now a moustache. Oh, so it's not to say that closed comb safety razor is not as good as an open comb. It's just efficiency, I guess. Once you get used to the blade feel and such, whichever razors that give you the best efficiency will be the preferred choice. Yeah, and we are done. So even though the Edwin Jagger, it's, I don't know, like, it's reasonable, it's easy to use, very straightforward. I'm not sure why some people say that it's hard to use. But as you can see, 2-pass shave. Is this a nick? No, it's just a growth. A 2-pass shave and a good BBS shave. And yeah, some of you ask me why I don't use the lotion. I actually use less lotions due to my work schedule. I usually shave at night now, but previously I have this giant aftershave lotion. When I shave in the morning, I do use this because it contains alcohol, it tones the skin. But since I'm going to bed soon, I'll go for the Balm moisturizer. And tonight, we'll use the Proraso Green Aftershave Balm. Yeah, Eucalyptus mint. Just some tiny bit. Well, some people might not like it because of mintiness, but this is not as powerful. I don't feel it's as powerful as the lotion. You have some, what's it called again? The mintiness. It's not that overpowering compared to the lotion, so it will be gone by around 30 minutes and you can't compare. So yeah, this is our back to basic shave, and you can take a look and see the lather. I still can do another pass with this synthetic brush, and we are done tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye.